the goaltending conversation is not going away, and it will not go away until they do something. But I think part of the problem here is, like, you know, our chat gets littered with the Saros, Merzlikins, UPL, all these names. And, like, the bottom line is Edmonton can't afford, they don't have money this season. They have money in the offseason, but not now. So, like, the fans who are expecting a move at some point, what would you tell them?
Temper those expectations, because the guy you're facing tonight's making $5.4 million. So how you fit in that? Even if you move out Skinner, who's at 2.6, how you gaining the additional cap space? You know, Saros, sure, it'd be great. He's 7.4, whatever he is, 7.5. It's 7.7 something. You got to figure that out. Like, any impact type of addition that happens this season is going to have to result in somebody pretty substantial leaving, unless or somebody's waiving a no movement clause or a no trade clause. Like, there aren't that many. Well, first of all, there aren't any quick fixes, and if you want to get creative, this is not just a one-off type of scenario. You're likely to have to create multiple different moves in order to facilitate this strictly for financial purposes. So, yeah, obviously not an ideal situation. And, you know, not having, you know, now you start to get more injuries piling up, and not having Nuge is certainly going to factor in. You're going to have to juggle some lines here. You know, the biggest issue with this club, for the most part, from what I've noticed, and the numbers show it, is the depth. You know, obviously, yes, goaltending is one thing, but the depth just hasn't really been contributing. You gave Trent Frederick an 8-year contract. He's got 1 goal. You know, you either, and as you see the line, like, either you have to mix things. And Savoy's on the first; he's got 2 points. So you got to have to either move things up and jumble things in hopes of getting a guy like Frederick going and get a little confidence in there, so that, you know, maybe you're not always chasing a lead. Maybe you're creating one yourself, and then letting the game kind of shift back into your direction. Otherwise, you're going to keep going through the same thing, and you're going to have to look for alternative options, and that's going to result in multiple guys leaving simply for the finances of it. Or you bank on 97 and 29 trying to bail you out again, and you wait till July to fix it.
Of the 14 Oilers skaters who make more than $1.4 million, 12 of them have some form of trade protection. The only ones who do not have any trade protection are Evan Bouchard and Brett Kulak, and you're not trading Evan Bouchard or Brett Kulak. So, like, again, to your point, someone said Saros is worth moving a big name for. Okay, I don't know who that is. Yeah. Like, you're not trading... Right. And, like, why would Adam Henrique at this stage in his career put up his hand and go, yeah, I'll waive. I'll play out this contract season, one of my last years in the NHL. I'll play it out in Buffalo just to do you guys a solid. Like, that's not how this shit works.
No, exactly. And do you want to trade Ryan Nugent-Hopkins?
No.
Probably not. So yeah. I don't know what other alternatives you have. You know, you're not going to move Bouchard right now. Or anytime soon, probably. You know, the options are kind of limited. So again, like, you've got to be very creative in trying to piece these types of scenarios together in order to help push you forward. If you're not digging internally to try to fix this, I mean, that's almost all you can do, unless you're looking at some of the guys and you're going, all right, well, let's have some hard truth conversations here about what direction this is all going in. But again, even if you try to move, like, to your point, Adam Henrique, no, he won't go to Buffalo. No, he won't go to Nashville, for example. But he'll go here, and here. Well, here, and here are probably other contenders, and those teams aren't typically trading with one another. So at least in season. So it's a tough scenario. It is. It's a deep sigh, like I just gave out. This is not. There are no quick fixes in any of this. And again, even if you count on, and let's say they get through tonight, they beat Columbus, who's 7-7. You're 6-4, or whatever you're at. Like, this is it. First of all, I want to see the response tonight after getting shit kicked on Saturday. But let's see the response, and then go from there. You can't, especially now, like, knee-jerk reactions in this league never help, never work out. So you've got to kind of just bite down and just hope that this team can pull it off. But again, you need more than 97 and 29 doing all the heavy lifting all the time.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you enjoyed today's episode of Oilers Nation Everyday, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on our YouTube to not miss any of our content. We got you covered from interviews, insight, analysis, everything you need to stay up to date on everything around the team. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.